My name is Belle, and this is part one of a series where I show you how I created this Spiderman Digital Fashion Animation. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I created the Spiderman swing and walk movement using Mixamo and DAZ Studio. So this will be preparing your avatar to be brought into CLO3D or Marvelous Designer, whatever you like to use to create your digital garment on. I'll also be showing you how I brought in the basis of this garment from the clothes store and how I corrected the pose. Okay, so first things first, we are going to open DAZ Studio. So if you don't know what DAZ Studio is, I will link the website down below, but basically it's a program to create all things to do with your avatar. So yeah, we're gonna open DAZ Studio. This will pop up, just get rid of that. And what we need is a figure. And we have just loaded in Genesis 2 base mail. Obviously, I was going for the Miles Morales Spider-Man, so he has the wrong skin color, but because I actually don't want my avatar to be seen in the final render, I am just gonna leave him like that. And now that we've got him, we're going to export him as an FBX. So file, export, create a new folder, and then call it what you want. I'm just gonna call it Spidey from DAZ and click save. All of these options should be default and click accept. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Mixamo. Mixamo, if you guys don't know, it's basically a website where it auto-rigs your avatar for you. So Mixamo is run by Adobe and it's a free website. All you need is your Adobe account. So log into that and then you should be brought into this space where you can see all of the different movements that you can choose from. So we're going to upload our character. Make sure you go to the right file. Click open and it will take a little while to auto rig your character. Okay, so our character has been uploaded. Here is our friend looking around all confused. I wanted to have like a flip and a swing, right? So I think I typed in superhero. By the way, I learned some of these techniques from Steffi Fong. She has a really great video about it, all of what's going on here, so I will tag that in the description below. I think I used this one. Yes. So you can see, like, how cool is this, right? Just does it for you. That's so good. So you can change these different settings. It's always good to have like more character arm space when we're doing digital fashion renders, just so that the garment doesn't collide with itself. But because of this swing, we don't really need to worry about it, so I just set it a little bit further. Maybe I'll bring the overdrive up a little bit more. Great. And then what I'm gonna do is download that. So FBX with skin, 30 frames per second, that's perfect. Save it in the right spot. Swing to land. Let's create a new folder. Call it Mixamo. So we will save our swing to land friend here. And then I also wanted to have some like walking. So I think it was this one. Let's keep him in place. There we go. So I think I'm gonna bring overdrive down a little bit so he's not walking so fast. Maybe a little bit more. Character arm space, bring that up. Great. So we'll download that as well. Save our other friend here as well. Once that is done, we can now bring it back into DAZ Studios, where we're going to combine these two animations together. Okie dokie, so we are back in DAZ Studio. We have our basis friend in here. What we're gonna do is bring up the Animate Light tab. We're gonna click on Genesis 2 Mail. and then right click and go create and block from Studio Keyframes. Cool. Next, we're going to bring in our rigged avatars that we created in Mixamo. So first off, I'm going to bring in Swing to Land and just drag him onto the scene. All of this should be default settings. So we'll go, okay, we brought in one friend. Now let's bring in another friend. We have our walking friend. Drag him in. Default settings, click accept. Now we have all our friends in the same space. So I'm going to click on the second Genesis 2 male, right click again, create and block from Studio Keyframes, default settings, click done, Genesis 2 male, create and block from Studio Keyframes, done. Okay, now I'm going to click on the swing. Just gonna drag this tab. This tab is like where the animation stops. I'm just going to drag it out of the way for now. I'm going to click on the swing and right click copy. I don't know why. If this happens for anyone else, let me know, but I can't Control C and Control V to copy and paste in DAZ Studio. So just right click copy and then right click paste, shimmy that to the front, and we're going to do the same for the walking tab as well. Paste, bring that up, drag the little tab backwards. Now, if you scrub along, you can see, wait, let's just move out a little bit so you can see what's going on. So all of these, there's a lot going on right now, but all of these are moving, and our swing, our pose translation from T-pose to swinging is there. When he lands, go out. When he lands, he starts to walk. So we don't need Genesis 2 v2 or Genesis 2 v3 anymore. So thank you for your service. Goodbye. Our other friend here. Thank you for your service. Goodbye. I'm happy with my one friend. Thank you very much.
You know, I have no tingle.
So yeah, he's going great. He's walking around perfectly. I do notice something though. Can you see that he is clipped below the floor? So to fix that, we'll click on him and go Control D. That brings him back. We're gonna go right click, bake to Studio Keyframes. Click yes. And we play, make sure everything is fine. Cool. I'm happy with that. So we're going to go File, Export, and we're going to export this Spidey to CLO. That's what I'm going to call him. Save. I already saved this, so this will come up. Default settings, everything should be good, so click accept. And now I'm going to save this. Spidey. Cool. So now we are going to go into CLO or Marvelous Designer, whatever you like to use. Before we go into CLO, I do want to show you the CLO store. So it seems kind of weird to work backwards, but sometimes I like to find garments and then use that as a base and work from there. It can just really speed up your process unless you're wanting to learn how to create your own garment yourself. But I find it really handy. And yeah, you can find some like really amazing things on here. Like check this out, you know? How cool is this stuff? This is the garment that I downloaded. You can see where they got their design source from as well. It was by this designer here, Hellooooo. She's got some really cool stuff. I added it to my cart and I downloaded it. This one is free, so everything's good. Once that's downloaded, we can just open it up. Now we have the base garment in here. It's looking pretty cool with the speedy pose. And we want to add an avatar. Where is avatar? There we go. And we want to click open size and pose from garment file because this pose is not in the basic A or T pose. So we're going to have to do some translation. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that it's fitting the avatar correctly. Let's just simulate it, see what happens. Okay, that's a bit better. This piece, set to 2D arrangement. Let's see if that will help it simulate a bit better. It's probably going to collide, yep. Okay, so this is fine for now. And we want to get it into the T pose, ready for our DAZ Studio avatar. So I don't actually think the T pose is available in Close Basic poses. However, you can get this T pose from the Close store. So we got to click on the pose, selected pose in the right file, and we want to go pose and joint translation. Go OK, and it will move into place for us. Once that's done, we want to bring in our DAZ Studio avatar. And the way that I'm going to do this is dragging it in just like that. Open, cool. Great. Click OK. What you don't want to do is import by going import add. It doesn't bring in, I'll just show you, clicking on that. It doesn't bring in the cache animation. So make sure you go import open, and then this should be available, and then you can go OK. Now we have to get the clothing onto him. So just gonna bring that, oh, did I not select everything? Select everything, okay, bring that up. Wait, what didn't I select? Is that everything? Bring that up, yes. Try your best to fit it onto the avatar. So this might take a little while. Let's just press simulate and see what happens. Yeah, so this might take a little while. You've got to rearrange things to make it fit. Past Bell is going to speed through that process for you. I don't know what happened to my audio here, but basically I'm saying I'm going to use a combination of right-clicking and rearranging things. Control K helps to freeze items, and Control H helps to strengthen items. So these are the simulation properties we're going to use to help us. So here I only wanted to work on the puffer top for now, so I'm going to select all the pants, then I'm going to right click and deactivate pattern and sewing. Let's make sure that CLO can run smoothly and isn't lagging, and I'm going to hide the 3D pattern by clicking Shift Q as the quick key to hide and bring it back. So you can see it's really just a matter of strengthening, rearranging, and freezing each pattern piece. Now that that's all fitted and I'm happy with everything, what we're going to do is hit the animation tab, and you'll see that there is a red line here which represents the animation that we've loaded in from DAZ Studio. So if we grab this little thing and scrub across, you can see him start to swing, that means the animation's working. That's great. Everything is good. So now that that is all done, we have our avatar rigged with movements from Mixamo, brought into CLO3D in the correct pose, and we are ready to start creating our awesome garment on. I will see you in the next video where we create the garment and record its movement in the animation tab and export it as an Alembic file to be brought into Unreal Engine. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, for me to show you the little bit that I do know about this process. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll try to help you. Check out the description box for some helpful resources. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.